Here we go again. Tonight we're going to make something called chicken spaghetti squash Alfredo. And the recipe we have is only a 1 serving recipe, so I'm going to double everything tonight so Patty and I can both eat. I have already, it says to, in the recipe, it says to sear the chicken and make it in the oven. But I actually, while the spaghetti squash was cooking in the oven, I cooked the chicken in the pan here. While we're waiting on the spaghetti squash to get done, I have one of my little granddaughters here. She'd like to come say hi. Come on, come here. Come say hi. Yes, this is JoJo. She wants to say hi. Say hi, hon.
Hello.
Hello. All right. She'll go on. But what this thing is, it's kind of like a, well, what'd you say, Alfredo? But there's no pasta in it. But what we do is, I'm gonna take the chicken out here in just a second. The spaghetti squash is just about done in there. I started that, and I've already fried up the chicken. Well, not fried it up, but got the chicken cooked up. And it's pretty much done. What I'm going to do while we're here, I am going to go ahead and it's about like one little chicken breast for the serving. So like I said, I doubled it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slice this while we wait on the squash to get completely done. And what we do is we're just going to slice this up, of course against the grain. And that should be enough for 2 of them. They were pretty small breasts, which fine. But finish getting this cut right here. That's number 1. Oh, you guys are probably wondering why I don't have a hat on. I usually got a hat on or a hat on backwards or something, you know. But tonight, I'm going to break out the new hat. My wife got me something for Father's Day. Hang on right here. Ta-da! What do you think? All right.
Fix it. If you think that
she's gonna make it.
If you think that he looks hot in his hat, put a thumbs up in the chat. In your comment, put a thumbs up.
All right. Anyway, now I got my hat on, so I can really get with it. We got this chicken just about cut up. I got an apron too, but I don't have it on. She got me both. And I got this chicken just about cut up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start the other mixture. I have the chicken, just kind of slice it up. The other mixture, we get a saucepan to make this. Let me get rid of this pan. Well, I gotta get something out of here. Grandkids are here. Pizza. Gotta get the cheese pizza out for them. We'll let that cool over here. Ouch. Damn it, that's hot. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we have to make our Alfredo sauce, the lean and green style Alfredo sauce. It calls for half and half. It calls for 3 tablespoons, so of course we're making double everything, so we are going to put 6 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got that in there, and then I'm gonna rinse this out real quick. Dry it out. All right, and then it calls for a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. So we are going to make this, of course, double. So we're going to put 2, and this is fresh grated Parmesan. 1, we're going to put 2 of those in there. All right, we got that. It also calls for 1 wedge of the Laughing Cow cheese, which I use for a lot of different stuff. This is the low-cal light. It calls for 1, so of course we're going to put 2 wedges of that in. That's 1. Oh, dropped it. Got it. That's 2. And it also calls for a wedge of the low-cal wet Laughing Cow garlic. We're going to put 1 of that. Oh. We're going to put 2 of those in. And that is pretty much, that is our sauce. We are going to kind of simmer that over the heat. We're going to pull out our, I am going to transfer this chicken over to this other plate. And what we're going to do is we are going to pull out our spaghetti squash, which I'm making in the oven. You cook it until the shell, I mean, of course, you take seeds and everything out, cut it in half. Take the shell, gets soft, you know you're about where you need to be. We are going to pull this off. It's pretty hot, so we're gonna pull this out of here. I've put a little bit of parsley on it to season it and a little garlic, but, well, can't do that. Anyway, you just pull it away from it, pull it away from the sides. You can see when you pull it away from the sides, I mean, it's almost like spaghetti noodles. So we are going to pull that, oh, that's hot. Pull that away from the sides and get all that to the middle. You want to pull it out of the oven before it gets mushy because you kind of want it to be the consistency of noodles, which, I mean, that's why we do it instead of noodles. But we pull that down, and then I'm going to dump that out on the plate. Pull all that out of there. And this 1/2 is about what you'd think it'd be for a serving. So we're gonna get that one, and then we're gonna pull this one, do the same thing. It's kind of hot, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pull on it. You just kind of pull it towards the middle, and it's kind of weird how these spaghetti squashes work, because when you pull them down, it is almost like, it looks like pasta. But we got it going here. Finish getting this scraped out of here. We're getting pretty close to being done here. This is a new one. I haven't made this one before, so my wife Patty found this one, so we're gonna see how this works out. I mean, every one of these they're all usually pretty good. But I got stuff on that. All right, so we got this going. We're gonna get we gotta get our sauce melted up here first. I don't really want to use that. We're gonna get a different spoon. And then what you do, they tell you to, after you get your sauce melted up, which is gonna take a minute here, but it's getting pretty close. What we're gonna do is we are going to put the chicken, and we're going to put the spaghetti squash, which that's what it looks like when we get it off of there. You like that hat? Look, it's even got my name on it. We're going to put this spaghetti squash, and we're going to put the chicken in with it. And after you get all that, you mix it up. Oh yeah, by the way, this, like I said, only makes 1 serving, but it will be, it has 1 lean fat, that's per serving, and healthy fat, 3 greens, and 3 condiments. So we're just about ready to get this thing going. Set this over here for a minute and see what we got here. As soon as this gets melted up, we're gonna add all this stuff together. And then we'll stir it in. And then Patty and I will, we'll get a picture of it. Of course, we'll try it and we'll let you know how it goes, but we'll try it. We'll get a picture of it. We'll let you know how it is. And then if you guys think you might want to have the recipe, let me know. Okay, we got Andrea. Let's see who's on. Rachel, Andrea. I see Tommy's on. Thanks for tuning in. We will add all this here in a minute together, which is right now. And we're gonna scoop our, we're gonna put our spaghetti squash in there. Put all of it in the pan here. And we are going to put our chicken in, which is, like I said, 6 ounces is what it calls for. About two small breasts will get you about 6 ounces, but get her all mixed up. And you can probably, I mean, I probably will, but you can probably, after the fact, get it to where you can salt and pepper for taste. But we are just about done right here, and I will give you kind of a little look-see of it, and then, that's what it looks like right here. We got spaghetti squash and chicken Alfredo, and I think it's going to be pretty good. It's got a little, gonna have a little cheesy to it, and should be just like angel hair pasta. Enjoy it. Like I say, if you need a recipe, let me know, and I will get that right out to you. And I'll see you next week. And don't make fun of my hat.